This light kind of bad.
It is bad. We're gonna have to drive.
Bro, we're going fishing.
We are.
Let's go. All right, y'all, we're at the ditch. We got... Introduce yourself.
Oh, Tiffany.
We got Tiffany. Anyway, we're gonna be doing a video showing how to use a baitcaster. A lot of people have been recommending or asking for this video. So what better way than to show somebody like little Tiffany here, and then you guys can learn from that. Hopefully. I'm not saying you'll learn, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Oh, get the rods out of there. Let me pull that one out. Alright, so this rod here has no line on it, and that's the problem. So we're going to put this 14-pound fluorocarbon on there, and then she'll be throwing this. This is the SLX DC. It's a digital reel, so it's a little bit easier for beginners, but it's at like $200. But I'll still be showing how to set it up on my first baitcaster, which is a Pro Max by Abu Garcia. Pretty funny.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Alright, so first thing we gotta do is actually go through all these eyelets. You don't have to, but it's a little bit simple. You feel me? So we're gonna come through here like so. Go through all the guides. But make sure not to skip a guide. You'll be looking like goofy. Oh! But that was not part of the set. Oh no.
Said don't lose the reel.
Yeah, that was not part of it. But okay. Just make sure you go through that little eye right there. That right there distributes the line evenly on the spool when you're reeling it in. So once you go through there, you need to do a knot around your spool. And usually they have a little hole like so that you can put your line through like that. Oh snap! Cut. No, I'm gonna put that through there like that. And then oh. Okay, now we're gonna spin it around. Boom! Now look, I can grab it. I can grab it. Bam! So now I can tie a knot on this. And they said to use an arbor knot, but honestly, as long as you secure it to the spool, you're good. So I'm gonna tie a small knot on the end, like so. And then around my main line, I'm gonna tie a knot. And basically it's a slip knot, so what it'll do is as the line gets tighter around the spool, it'll keep it from slipping and coming out, which we do not want. Is that how you do it? I believe so. We're gonna tighten it down. Bam! So as you can see, those two knots come together to keep the line from coming out, and it's not going anywhere. That's what you want. So now to spool up, you want to grab it and keep tension. Let me see. Let me cut this little tag in real quick. We don't want any problems with that filler. Like that.
Can't litter.
Oh yeah, don't litter. Don't litter, fellas and ladies. Ladies and fellas. Boys and girls. Kids. All right. So now you want to keep tension on your line while you're reeling it in. A lot of reason why people get backlashes and tangles and stuff like that is because your line is not tight on the spool. So you want to hold it and pinch it with your fingers like that and start reeling it in. And as you can see, the line will get distributed. Oh no! Get the spool on the ground. Look at that thing. It'll start moving like crazy. Oh, it's actually good. Okay. Okay, it ain't moving no more. But anyway, as you can see, just keep going, and you wanna fill it up, but you don't want to get too high so that your line stays on the spool. Anyway, you get going pretty crazy with that thing. All right, there you go. Just want to keep going, keep it going, and we're almost there. So that's what you want. You want to leave a little bit of gap right there on the spool. So you want that's about perfect. So that's perfect. So you have a little bit of gap. You didn't fill it up all the way. That way you have a little room It's gonna focus. Okay. That way you got a little bit of room for air. All right, now to the important part: brakes and tension. So usually what gets you your backlashes is your tension being too loose or your brakes being too loose. And we're gonna show you how to adjust this on the Shimano SLX and the Pro Max. So right now I'm gonna press the spool release and show how fast the bait drops. Oh! Bro, them geese was coming after us, yo. All right. Oh no! Okay, there we go. So right now, if I press the spool release, the bait falls pretty quick. That's too fast for our liking. So what you want to start off doing is adjusting your tension knob all the way. All the way. Usually that's to the right. If you're this is a left-hand retrieve, it'll be to the left. So tighten that all the way. Is it tight?
Yeah, it's tight.
Okay, now press the spool release button. Your bait should not move. You see, mine isn't moving, hers isn't moving. So now what you want to do is slowly loosen the tension knob until your bait starts a slow fall to the ground. Yours moving yet? Sometimes give it a little shake. I don't know, I think yours is wrapped a little bit. Yeah, okay. See, yours is falling. Oh, see, you gotta stop it. So see, she got a backlash because when she was loosening it, it was super loose, but it was wrapped. So as soon as I unwrapped it, it fell down and you got a backlash. So that's kind of the same thing that happens whenever you are going to cast and your tension is way too loose. You get backlashes like that. So anyway, we'll get this out real quick. Hopefully, let's see. Yeah, we'll get this out real quick. But that's exactly what, you know, scares a lot of people about baitcasters is they can backlash like crazy. But anyway, we'll get this guy out and get back to it. So let's reel all this in. And anytime you reel in a backlash, do that same thing you're doing when you're spooling it up. So put your fingers, tighten it up like that, and then reel it in. Oh shit. Alright. Perfect. Let me let go now. Alright. So we're gonna tighten that tension back up and then press it again. And I want you to start loosening it. Watch the bait. And as soon as it starts falling, it was falling. Okay, perfect. So it fell, but what happened was you did not get a backlash because that's like the tipping point, right? So you want to reel it in, and I want you to hit the button again to show how slow it falls. But as soon as it hits the ground, I want you to be ready to stop it in case it wants to backlash. Okay.
Okay.
So hit the spool release button.
Okay.
Go. Did it fall? Okay, it's still a little bit too tight, but you see it's falling slowly. So we're gonna loosen it up a tiny bit. Okay, reel it in. Let me do a little bit more. Okay, hit the button, hit the button. Yeah, that's what you want. Okay, so it fell slowly, but it didn't get like all crazy, right? So let me just check one more time. It falls down, it hits, and it stops. Falls down, it hits, and it stops. So that's what you want. Now the next thing you want to do after you have your tension done is set your brakes. The thing with the SLX brakes is that it's kind of like a click system, and most of the time you'll have a dial. So this one we'll set to 2, and that's you. And on the Pro Max, as you can see, it's a dial like this, right? So you have all the way to max and all the way to loose. So I put mine on halfway. I'm gonna set my tension now same way, loosening it until it starts to fall. Mine's starting to fall right now. It touches bottom but doesn't go anywhere. So that's perfect, you got the tension good. Next thing, set the brakes to half, and then you want to set your drag. So your drag is how much tension is on the fish as soon as you hook them. And you don't want this to be too tight so that it breaks your line, but you don't want it to be too loose so that you can't, you know, get the fish in. So she's pulling hers out. She has 14-pound line, so reel that in again. And then hit start pulling it. So hers is pretty good. Let me see. You want it to be a little bit tighter, because think about the fish gonna be pulling, you want to be able to reel them in. So that right there is probably perfect.
Okay.
And then for me, I have 40-pound braid. Mine can be a little bit tighter. That's perfect. So that's how you set up the baitcaster. And now we'll get to like casting and all that good stuff. Come here, buddy. We're gonna set your brakes a little bit higher. So I recommend starting with your brakes higher, and then we'll turn yours. And then you'll slowly be loosening them to get better casting distance. So right now my brakes are on maximum. So when I go to cast, the brakes will be slowing that spool down. So as you can see, casted, it got out there, but it didn't go super far. So casting around with the brakes high at first will get you used to casting with a baitcaster. And as you get more comfortable with the distance, see, so so that's good. So see, she hit the water really close, so the spool stopped kind of fast. So if your brakes were super high, you would have backlashed all the line off your reel and been upset and probably would have been ready to go home. So right now she's pulling her backlash out. Her brakes are on maximum, so it stopped that spool. Keep going, you're almost there. Okay, that's cool. Or
no, it's just a few
keep your
more.
thumb on it. Keep pulling it out. This is the how to clear backlash part. That's keep going.
Awesome.
Let me see. I like to just get to it. Since this line is new too, it's not as tight as it will be after you fish with it for a while. But bam. I thought you had a fish for a minute. I was like, hold up.
Man.
Your bait was just stuck in that grass. It's a little cold water too. Okay, so with that,
am I supposed to hold it down and then
you hold it like this, and then once you get to like up here, you let go. So you want your rod to point towards kind of where you're going.
Okay.
So like right now, I can do a test cast for you real quick. So watch when I let go with my thumb, and then once it, like right before it hits the water, you want to touch your thumb back to the spool. That's the one I didn't tell you that.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is you're pressing and holding. You're going for your cast, and before it hits the water, you're stopping it with your thumb again, and then you go and you start reeling in. Think you can handle that?
I think I can.
All right,
I
bet.
don't know if it can handle me though.
It's flinching, yo. You good? All right. Go ahead and send you a little cast on out there.
Okay.
So press and hold. Press the oh shoot! Oh, you doing half shoot, yep. So press the release down. Hold the spool. Yeet.
Oh! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, you let go way too late. You're like already pointing down, and then you let go, but you're supposed to let go like up here.
It's a lot.
Also, here, try this one. So what you we might backlash both of them, but hey, this is all about learning. So I think she sent this one to backlash hell, but we ain't gonna worry about that. Do a soft cast and do it from the side.
Okay.
So start like this and send it out sideways like that. Button. Okay, stop it. Perfect. See, you got it. Okay, now we're gonna try that again. So reel it in. Oh shoot! Dang, this ground trying to kill me.
Oh, I thought I caught something, but this reel just vibrates.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so that's the chatterbait. So take it, press down on the button, and then send it. Now stop it. Perfect. See, you got it. Oh, look at you. What? Okay, now reel it in.
Now everybody can be a pro like me, you know.
See, I was thinking the SLX, since it has those the digital brakes, could help a little bit, but honestly, this was teacher error. I should have told her to do the sideways cast first to get used to it. So now she's made a couple casts on maximum brakes. We're gonna loosen the brakes just a little bit and see if she can get some more distance out of this. So right now the brakes are on maximum. We're going to turn that this way to loosen it a little bit. Now we're gonna get her to cast again to see if she gets more distance out of it. All right, now stop it. So that was still kind of it still stopped it kind of close. We're gonna open them up a little bit more to halfway. So now you're in big boy territory. So
big girl territory.
You can still backlash. So you gotta remember to keep that thumb ready. But I got confidence. You got something? You ain't got nothing, girl. Yo,
I can't tell sometimes.
Hey, you know bro, she's throwing that Strike King Thunder cricket, man. Shoot, she might end up catching some. All right, now reel that in. Now again, so you want to do the exact same thing. Press in with your thumb. All right, and yeet it. Hey, you got farther out there too. Honestly, we don't have a lot of space to cast because you know how where we're at, but you got the basics going. That's how you cast with a baitcaster. Now see if we can catch some fish. Oh, let's see if I can fix this. My goodness. Oh my man, this right here is not ideal. All right, we're back to fishing. Trying to see if there's any bass lurking. Looking for a meal. It's like 75 degrees on this fall day. Throwing a little swim bait. All right, let's go see what the big pond looking like. I think I had a bunch of grass on it, but we'll see. At this point in the video, my GoPro batteries died and we were fishing on opposite sides of the pond, and only fish of the day, but I caught my PB bass. What is on my nose? Oh my goodness. PB bass. Enjoy.
Oh my gosh.
Look at his belly. Fall fatty. Caught him on the swim jig. Hooked this dude. Right. And barely hooked him, honestly.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. Kick it right out. Massive fish. Freaking shaking. Look at that. Oh my goodness. You think he's like 6 pounds?
Yeah, every bit of it. That's a big boy.
Look at that.
Let me see. He's probably like, why are all these lights on me?
I know, right? He said paparazzi. Oh,
oh no.
Yo. This fish is massive. Like, fat as heck. Okay, got some pictures of this dude. Man, what do you guys think of that fish? I've caught a 5.3 before, and this fish was definitely heavier. So I'm saying 6 or maybe between 6 and 7. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you guys could extract some value out of this video. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, like, comment on the video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Keep catching them. Have a great day.